Okay, so I just finished Monday Night Raw. What the fuck, man? I can't believe they broke it up that early, bro. Holy shit. What's up, guys? It's Hankeshh here. Welcome to the Raw Roundup, where I talk about what the fuck I just saw on Monday Night Raw, because holy shit, bro. That was like, I guess we just talk about the biggest thing right away, right? Like, the Vision splits up. Well, not splits up. The Vision kicks out Seth Rollins. Okay, the fucking group was named after him, and they kick him out. Like, what? That was insane to me, bro. I knew, like, the entire night they were like portraying Seth to be on the mountaintop. He's like, nothing can touch me. I got the biggest monkey off my back. I'm at the top now. No one can touch me. And he says it all night long in the backstage segment, in the beginning segment. He says, like, I'm the mountaintop. And he's telling his Vision guys, like, bro, this is it, bro. Drink it in, man. Shout out Chris Jericho. Breathe it in, man. Like, this is what the air feels like at the mountaintop. And he's like, no one can touch me. I'm the best now. No one can stop me. And I knew, like, that's hinting at something, okay? But I didn't think it was going to be this quick. I thought it was going to be, like, later down the line. Maybe at Survivor Series, someone comes out. Fucking Brock Lesnar comes out and challenges Seth Rollins and makes Paul Heyman test his loyalty again or some shit. That's what I was thinking in my mind. But I didn't expect Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman to turn on Seth Rollins. I expected maybe one of them down the line to turn on him. But all three of them, and they kick out Seth, bro? No, but that has me thinking, like, what does that make each person now? Is like the Vision a face group now? Is Seth Rollins the face now? Like, who's the heel? Who's the face from this turn? I guess that's what the crowd gets to decide, right? Hopefully. Triple H is a man that listens to the crowd, you know? Sometimes. Shout out Karrion Kross. I literally just finished watching Raw, and I'm like, I gotta click record, and I have to react. I gotta react to what the fuck I just watched, because I need to talk about this, man. We should probably talk about the rest of the show too. I'm not gonna lie. I guess we can talk about the main event match, you know, right before the turn of the Vision. The number one contender triple threat between Jey Uso, LA Knight, CM Punk. It's a good match. You know, you can't go wrong with those three. As I was watching it, I'm like, okay, this is starting to pick up. And then it just ended. CM Punk hit the GTS on Jey Uso, and that was it. I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird. Like, it just ended like that. I thought the match would go on longer. You know, it's three of your top guys. Like, they would be cooking in a match like this, but they would want to burn the house down, basically, right? It's the last match in Perth. Like, send the crowd home happy. You know what I mean? Like, send the people of Australia happy before you may take another year and a half to come back to Australia. The match kind of fell flat to me at the end, just because it was shorter than I expected it to be. But now I understand why, because the Vision turned on Seth Rollins at the end. Now I'm kind of curious. The Vision turned on Seth. So does that make Seth a face now? And if Seth is the face and CM Punk is also a face, will they hate each other? Or will, like, they try to reconcile now for the storyline? That was the thing that popped into my head when Braun Breaker grabbed that championship. I'm like, wait, CM Punk's the number one contender, but CM Punk hates Seth Rollins. But if this turn makes Seth Rollins a face, will they reconcile? That's kind of the thought I had in my mind as I was watching. Maybe some of you guys had the same thought. That's what I kind of had. The next thing I actually really want to talk about is the Kairi Sane, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky stuff. Dude, I feel for Kairi, man. I feel for Kairi. Her face turn is going to be generational, bro. I need them to build this storyline up so much where that face turn could be as big as when Sami Zayn turned on Roman Reigns. I think that would be insane. If they build this storyline right, oh my God, it'll be great. Coming off of Crown Jewel, I already knew that Asuka was going to freak out at Kairi, being like, you lost us this match, whatever. This is all your fault, blah, 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 you know, abusiveness, you know? But then, like, when Kairi showed the bruise, like, I sacrificed myself for you. I thought Asuka was just going to verbally, like, dress her down again. She slapped the shit out of Kairi, bro. She did not hold back with that slap. That was insane. This is going to sound really messed up, but it's an abusive relationship, and I love it, bro. I love it. It's amazing. Kairi, when she turns on Asuka, is going to be great. I think that's your Mania feud right there. Kairi versus Asuka is going to be a Mania match. The match after that with Kairi and Rhea was a good match. It was a great match. I was invested because I really liked this storyline a lot. I knew that Asuka was already going to get involved, and Iyo would get involved, and all the shenanigans would happen. So, like, I kind of expected that for that match. I didn't expect a clean finish. In my heart, obviously, I want Kairi Sane to win. But, you know, Rhea's in her hometown. She's going to win it. The crowd was red hot for this. They were chanting at Asuka. Asuka's a wanker. Asuka's a shithead, or whatever the other one was. I think it was a shithead. I don't know. And then Michael Cole on commentary just taking the back of Kairi, being like, Asuka's a villain, bro. Asuka's abusing Kairi. Kairi needs to leave Asuka. And Wade Barrett's like, no, that's Kairi's what do you call it? that's Kairi's mentor. She can't leave Asuka. Like Kairi is Kairi because of Asuka. And I'm like, no, Kairi needs to get the fuck away from Asuka. She's crazy. Man, overall, I love this storyline. I think that's the second best thing going on Raw besides the whole Vision stuff. And then we had the Intercontinental Championship stuff. Dom versus Penta, okay? Great match, all right? Amazing match. I had a great time watching this match. I think that was probably match of the night, in my opinion. And it was the first match of the show as well, so that kind of helps. It's the opening match. Love the Lucha Libre style. You know, two styles of wrestling that I will never, ever get bored of. Lucha and Japanese, bro. Those two styles of wrestling are amazing to watch. I love it so much. There was a part in the match where Dom was supposed to throw like Penta over the barricade, and he just threw him over the barricade into the stands, and there was like a little girl there, and her mom like grabbed the little girl like don't land on my baby. I thought that was just funny, to be honest. Obviously no one got hurt. That's the good part, right? But that was really funny moment to me in the match. I love the ending of the match as well. I didn't like that Rusev came in and interrupt, because literally right before the match Rusev was like, I will not interfere in your match, but just know I got winner. All right. And then he interferes in the match. Like, what? I didn't like that Rusev interrupted, but I did like the fact that Dom won using his ingenuity. Okay. Not because the Judgment Day came out and kind of screwed over his opponent, and he won because the Judgment Day helped out Dom, right? Because they're doing a whole like fracturing in the Judgment Day. Like there's cracks showing in the Judgment Day. Whatever. That storyline is that storyline. But I like that Dom won using his smarts, using his brain, like Eddie Guerrero. Loved it. I think Dom needs to keep winning matches like that. He needs to go, as he's defending his Intercontinental Championship more and more and more now, he's winning matches like this. I love it. Dom, love it. Australia loves Dom. They were cheering for Dom, even though he's the heel. When Penta reversed Dom's Three Amigos suplexes into his own Three Amigos, and the crowd starts booing Penta, I was like, damn, they really like Dom. That kind of parlayed into a backstage segment later on in the night, where AJ Styles was recapping his amazing match with John Cena. Oh my god, that AJ Styles was, talking to Pierce about the match with John Cena, whatever. Dom interrupts and he's like, yo, what's the deal with Rusev, bro? Like, I'm the best lucha, the king of the luchadors. What's the deal? I gotta defend against Rusev against Adam Pierce. Is like, you cheated against Rusev, bro. Of course he deserves a rematch to the IC title. Dom goes like, I'm the only defending champ left. No one else is defending their titles like me. I'm the workhorse, AJ Styles overhears this and he's like, you know what? You're right. You are the only one defending your titles. I have an idea. How about JD and Finn defend their tag titles against me and Dragon Lee? And Dom's like, I don't think that's a good idea. Pierce is like, that's an amazing idea. You said there's no fighting champs, right, Dom? This is your idea, Dom. And they're like, yeah, this is your idea, Dom. And Dom, you can just see he's scared on his face. And when he brings that up to the Judgment Day and they get mad at him next week, man, I need Dom to separate from the Judgment Day ASAP, okay? I'm not a Judgment Day hater. I like the Judgment Day, but like right now they are stale, especially on the men's side. The women's side, they're doing their thing, right? Well, and we'll talk about that next. But from the men's side, besides Dom, it's stale. I'm sorry. Both Finn and JD are amazing wrestlers, amazing performers, but they have no storyline. They have the tag titles and they have not defended that shit in so long. Like, bro, please defend it. On the women's side of things, the Judgment Day is killing it. Like, Roxanne and Raquel are getting so much screen time. Yes, it's the same mix of matchups. Bayley, Lyra, Roxanne, Raquel, 2-2, 1-1, 1-1, 2-2, the tag, whatever, right? And again, they had a tag team match this week. Good match, but, because we've seen the matchup between these four women so many times, I was a little bit checked out of the match. The crowd still kind of brought me back into the match. I'm not going to lie, because obviously, international crowd, Australian crowd, always kills it. They were singing the Bayley song. That was it. That was fun. That was a fun time. I love that Bayley song, man. Bayley is one of my favorites. Okay. Ever since she was in NXT, I was a big fan of Bayley. So I'll always ride with Bayley, no matter what. I always ride with Bayley. Man, the match was okay. Kind of diving deeper into the whole Bayley split personality gimmick thing. I hope it goes somewhere. WWE has a bad habit of like giving characters new gimmicks. They maybe have something of substance for like 3 to 4 weeks, like a month, and then they just kind of fall off the face of the earth. Shinsuke Nakamura, great example. He just returned on SmackDown, right? They gave him that whole dark thing with the US title and all that, and then it just kind of fell flat. Like they never did anything with it after. So I hope that's not the same fate for Bayley. I hope they actually give Bayley something of substance. Hopefully a Bayley and Lyra feud, because they've been teasing that since like the beginning of the year. and I really want that because I think that would be really good. They will cook in those matches for sure. But yeah, that segment was kind of just there, not an afterthought. You know, it was still, you know, you still remember that segment, but not like a huge what the fuck kind of segment, you know what I mean? We also had the Usos on this show, you know, seeing a little rift in their twinship again for like the third or fourth time or fifth time. I don't know how long it's been. Jay's being like, you know, we got to worry about ourselves, just like how Roman worries about himself, you know, festering about these feelings with Roman that happened at Crown Jewel 2 days ago. And Jimmy's like, you're not sounding like yourself, bro. Like, come on. Jay's like, nah, we got to take a page out of Roman's book, but we got to worry about ourselves. That's why I'm not coming to help you out tonight on Bronson, with Bronson. Jimmy kind of feeling some type of way about Jay being like, I'm not going to be out there to help you. Jimmy's like, I don't need it, bro. I got it, bro. You don't trust me to get it by myself? A little bit of a rift, you know what I mean? Before he storms off, he's like, I'll handle my business, you handle yours or whatever, right? Bronson eventually beats Jimmy because Jimmy's all banged up from the night before, right? That massive spear he took through the barricade and whatnot. Braun Breaker comes out. They're beating up Jimmy after the match. Jay finally, after a while, comes out to save him because everyone's wondering, is he going to come out? Is he going to come out? He said he's not going to come out. Is he going to come out? Finally comes out, saves Jimmy. You know, takes kind of a hit, but not a big hit. Yeah, and then after the beat up and Jay comes out, saves Jimmy, they have a little bit of an argument between the two, being like, you know, I told you this was going to happen, whatnot. Jay storms off. Jimmy kind of just stays in the ring, whatever. Kind of building upon that brother-brother relationship, that twin relationship, seeing if, you know, they might start to fight again or some shit. I don't know. Overall, though, Raw, great show. A great show to come off the back of an amazing Crown Jewel event, because Crown Jewel was a great PLE. I think in contention for PLE of the year, in my opinion. Great Raw to follow up all the stuff from the PLE, and a good cliffhanger to end on with the Vision turning on Seth Rollins. I can't believe it still. That was insane, man. I literally just watched that 20 minutes ago, and I still can't get over it. Oh, my God. But I hope you guys enjoy the Raw Roundup. I'm going to try to do more of these. I know I really want to start producing content when it comes to wrestling and stuff like that. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So this is going to be my first video. I don't know how many people are going to see it. I don't know if it's even going to do well. I don't know if it's going to be edited well. But if you're here, if you like talking wrestling, let me know, all right? The comments are a safe space to talk about wrestling. Whatever your opinion is, just don't be disrespectful to others. But yeah, I want this to be like a place where wrestling fans can come and just talk about it. And hopefully you guys like the Raw Roundup. I'm still trying to find a structure. I'm also going to be doing like SmackDown reviews and PLE reviews. I'm still trying to find like a structure. This video is more of like a immediate reaction to the show or whatnot, but I don't know if I'll make it with like some more structure or in-depth like points of view or whatnot, or like wait a little bit and whatnot. But yeah, I gotta rip the Band-Aid off and post something eventually. Okay, I've had this channel made for like a year at this point now. I've never posted, so I need to post something. So I made this right after Raw. I need to put something out on this channel, so I'm putting this out. Let's see who sees it. If you guys see it, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought, what you liked, what you didn't like. You know, let me know all that, because I want to know. I want to connect with the wrestling fans, because I have no one to talk about wrestling with in my life. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.